All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, guys. Welcome to the show, Tiago and Wayne. What a joy to have you both. I've been spending the whole week with you guys.
I thought I'd have a night off from you.
I know, but no chance of that, I'm afraid. We're in, and you know what I thought is that we can obviously chat about the show and how it's been but then also go into a bit of depth with music, because I know that.
You
got some? Thank you, Joanne. I'll ask him to. Tiago, why don't you get some milk on your way home?
Not a problem. I definitely will do
your
that.
wife and baby are at home while you are jolling and drinking wine and stuff. Have you got your wine here? Let's get my wine.
Cheers, chaps.
We having red wine tonight as well.
He's out. I'm out. I'm a brass player.
Oh dear.
Where's the corkscrew?
Oh, there's corkscrew right on the thing on the table there. And we've got some Fitch and Leeds and stuff here as well. If you want a bit of a gin and tonic, we can for you. And Yvonne Smith, there we go. James Smith's mom in the house tonight as well. How's it, Yvonne? Nice to see you. And Nikki Newton says so much talent on one stage. Thank you, Nikki. Nikki's
Nikki doesn't love music or musos at all. Like, for her to say that.
No, she doesn't like musos.
She doesn't even like going to shows.
No, Nikki, I'll tell you what, people like you, though, really do sort of bring the best out of the musos. If you know somebody's enjoying it, there's nothing better than playing to an audience that enjoys the music. I mean, especially if
silence is the sickness and music is the cure.
The Cure. There we go.
Look what I did there.
Yeah, because Nikki, of course, is a Cure fan. We know that.
Are you right there?
And no, of course, we're not going to mix different wines together. I don't know if that's a good thing to do. But cheers, guys, and thank you so much for popping in. So we're gonna
and people I've always said music is not actually for musicians.
Yeah.
It's for regular people.
Yeah.
We just know how to make it.
Yes.
So we do that, and then I'm too ADD.
Gary puts little notes on the screen. Don't worry about those notes. We're going to give Tiago a chance to talk now.
So he was out of focus. I had my glasses off.
So but that whole that feeling, that entire feeling that you get about it, about
we actually spoke about it, didn't I?
Yeah.
You were talking about going to watch someone or something, or I can't remember.
But also it's also up to the musicians to create that feeling of disbelief.
Yes.
I had a conversation with Sean Lyon a couple of months ago. And the thing is, it's like you have to.
I often have a feeling of disbelief when I talk to Sean Lyon. I love him. Sean's always full of he's got a long story always.
That is true.
Yes.
But you as the musicians of the band on stage we create that energy.
Yeah.
If you're doing a tribute show, for example, like when you're on stage, it's not the Tiago show or the Wayne Kallis show or the Gino show. The only way to do that is to really you got to convince people that you are that person. Even if it's your show, you got to convince people that this is now the Wayne Kallis show. People have to be truly invested and believe that you are the rock star.
Invested, that's the word. Invested.
Yeah. It was almost like you care about it. Yeah. You really care about it. But that goes for any job. Yeah. Anything that you're doing, whether you're an accountant or whether you're whatever. If you don't care about it, you're going to do a crap job.
I always said, like, if you don't look like you're enjoying the song and having the time of your life, why would anyone in the audience want to feel that way?
Wow.
Let's have a look at Camilla's comment there. I just see I have no classical training, but do listen to Mendelssohn, Mozart, and Andrea Bocelli, and the classics set to rock. Oh, set to rock. But the classical stuff, I do find that I can let it flow over me. Perhaps because my understanding of classical stuff is not as deep as like a rock. If I hear rock guitar, I can separate everything out.
Yeah, see, I can't listen. A lot of people listen to classical music when they're studying or if they're trying to.
No,
that's like the worst thing for me.
Music in general, I can't do that.
I can't. I just get caught up in all the little things.
You know what I find? It's weird. I went through a phase in my life where I tried to relax by listening to movie soundtracks like John Williams and that kind of thing. And I realized I was getting stressed out by the emotions. Music from the movies has a language.
Yeah.
And I was getting caught up in these stories from the music, but I had nothing to attach them to, and it was actually just stressing me out. it's just stressing me out.
Like, for me, I get caught up in all the technical stuff and all the theory, and I'm listening, and I'm like, that's cool.
I do.
And my brain
You
just goes,
dissect
"Man."
everything.
Yeah,
When I'm watching a
exactly.
band on stage, I tend to do that all the time. My wife says to me, just to relax and watch. But you're watching everything, and if somebody's slow or out of tune or whatever, you pick it up immediately, you know. So then you.
I have also noticed as well, like if I watch a band and they either do something wrong or they lose their focus or someone is slow, like I can't get back into it.
Yeah.
There's one chance for that magic.
Yes.
There's one chance for that magic. If you ruin it, a lot of people won't notice, but for me, I'm gone. I'm
it's
gone.
finished.
And I can't actually get back into it.
But I think that goes for any band. I think even if you're watching a famous band and they had a big oopsie, it'd be hard to get back into that disbelief. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Unless they roll with it in such a way that you're still part of that feeling, and I've seen that happen too.
But it's very difficult.
It's
very
like
difficult.
you can't dive in and out of that zone.
No.
You're in it or you aren't.
Exactly. I agree
True.
with that.
And I know that you've been doing some podcasts and stuff as well. What is it called? The brass.
Brass me anything.
The brass.
I like that.
Brass me anything. These fantastic plan. I really do. I've listened to the first one there where you were talking about cover versions and playing original music.
Yeah.
Bit of Fitch and Leeds wine.
Sorry, it is Fitch and Leeds. I was on camera when I did that.
But the brass me anything, which is a great concept. We're talking about cover versions and playing original music, and people have got strong views on it, man. You shouldn't be doing covers in the pubs. You should be playing your own stuff all the time. But the truth is that you can't avoid it as a musician.
I found that generally the people that say that, normally musos. Stuff hasn't really gone the way.
Yeah, that's exactly, and that's how that whole thing started. Was a little thing that was said on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you come to realize that like doing a cover of something is an interpretation of something.
Yeah.
Like we played now this show where we didn't play one original tune.
Oh, we actually did.
Yeah.
We did.
We played. He didn't play one. Well,
Well, I think we did.
Well, okay, we played. We were his backing
We
band.
play Scoot. We play Scoot in our new show, which is the first time that a center stage band's ever done an original, apart from the what were we called the Pistols.
Oh, Pistola.
Pistola. Where we played Wayne's 5 or 6 songs. But we were a
When we
different
got shouted
band.
at by the Prom Circles road manager.
Hey.
I'm going to turn you off.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yes. There's a comment. Gary is asking about our favorite parts in the show. Doing the show. Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
My favorite part in the show. Scoot.
Because he gets a bass
I get a
solo.
bass solo. I don't get to play bass solos very often. I don't really enjoy playing bass solos actually.
Doesn't look like it,
But every now and then you get like cool changes to play over or like a cool vibe, and then you're like, yes, son, this is what I want to do.
Is that a real can?
Is that a real can?
No, it's a can.
No, it's the,
Exactly. Go back to that shot, Gary.
This is good.
Go back to that angle.
There's another angle here. See if we can get it. There we go. It's a real can. I'm just going to open it up.
Is it a can in front of the camera?
I might have to open it here. Fitch and Leeds.
that's great.
Camilla, you don't really want to know.
Let's see what Camilla has to say there. It says, why are you looking for? What's your secret to?
Yay! Let's talk about that.
Wayne's lost a bit of weight. Yeah, we've been doing a bit of gymming or what?
A little bit of CrossFit, a little bit of loneliness.
Are you picking up some tires?
Yeah. You know what it is? I've had all this music in me since lockdown, and I've played it, and it's come out. And it takes a lot of space out there.
Earl Volkers, of course, the big band Earl. I'd love to have you on.
Yeah, this guy's awesome.
You've been playing with the big band as well, right?
Yes, now we were called the Rooftop Big Band. Now we call the Earl Volkers Big Band.
Excellent.
It's that big.
I've seen the guys play at the Rooftop, and those guys are phenomenal.
Yeah.
Who plays drums there?
Bevan Mashaka.
Wow, what a drummer.
Crazy.
What a drummer.
Crazy drummer, yeah.
Absolutely love him, man.
I love jamming with him, yeah.
Yes, great. And a Grant Botton saying, hands down, Rijpaard at the beginning. Whoa, Rijpaard! You won't believe what kind of response.
That's another Muir boy.
Yeah, there we go. The Bottons.
Yeah.
Brett and Grant, both Muir boys from the Hague. Also from the Hague, yeah, you know, it's just the Hagers. You know you come from Uitenhage if you
No, don't do it.
mow your lawn and then you find a Sierra. Of a Cortina. Grant, like, and then when it does happen that you get a song on and it gets really played, then it's like amazing. It's the best feeling. It's the
I
best.
still remember having one of my songs on. I produced a track and it ended up on 5FM on one of Das Capital shows.
Das
I was
Capital.
playing, and I was playing a gig at the time, and
Oh, wow.
I had got a message saying that it was part of a mix, but the mix is going to be played at like 8. And my gig only finished at 9.
No!
True story this. I was playing at Butterfield.
Yes.
And at 66 Butterfield. And I literally, like, some of the band members were interchangeable. So I told the guys, listen, at 5 to 8,
I'm
the
out of
rhythm
here.
guitarist is going on to bass. The lead guitarist is going to rhythm guitar. So that
I'm gonna go listen to radio.
I'm going to go sit in my car and listen to my tune.
radio.
100%. You have that feeling. You're like, my songs are
Can't wait,
great,
yo.
Like, yeah.
No, it's amazing.
I remember when I had my song, the one that Algoa played.
Yes. Down the road.
Yeah, there was a little second of silence before the little acoustic intro, and every time, like, you know, like the advert ends or the little thing ends, and that little second of silence,
Yes.
and I immediately knew my song's coming.
Yes, I know, you feel it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
No,
There's
and-
so much, you feel so much pride and so much like
No,
it's
it's
such an
amazing.
amazing feeling to have your song played to
Awesome,
to a lot of
awesome,
people,
awesome.
you know. Yeah.
I see Jocelyn Young online as well. So how's it, Jocelyn? What my introduction to be last week with Eminent Child. And you know, I rehearsed with, we lived across the road from Gino's parents. That's right, Jocelyn. Can you believe it, man?
Jeez.
That was with the Peter Pote and the guys. What was their band called?
Evolver.
Evolver. The guys from Evolver. They were across the road, and we had all sorts of bands coming in there. But Eminent Child, I was going to say that we had a song that was on 5FM and on Algoa at the same time.
Yeah.
And the one time I was riding up Westbourne Road
Hey.
in my car, I was listening to 5FM, and our song played, and I switched over to Algoa, and our song was playing on Algoa at the same time.
That's awesome.
It's like
really
for that 2 minutes or whatever, we ruled the airwaves. It was the most
literally.
amazing.
That's
It
awesome.
just blew my mind. It was
Yeah.
just like amazing,
Yeah, that's
amazing.
awesome. That's super
But you know, and you know, Jocelyn sitting in those rehearsal rooms, doing those songs for the first time, working them out, and then to think that they would actually get onto the radio is just such a far removed.
To
So
me,
far
the
removed.
original thing is weird because you construct the stuff.
Yeah.
And so you actually lose a little bit of that magic that we were talking about.
Yes.
Because you now built a product.
Yes.
And then what you do is you put it out in the world, and then you start seeing how people are receiving the magic, and then you start feeling that magic.
Yeah.
And you actually forget it's your own song.
I know.
You forget it's your own song, and you see it. You see it as though you didn't spend like 3 months putting this thing together. And that's when you know if it's a good song.
Yeah.
You,
And
go,
then, like-
you stop listening for like
Yeah.
3 months or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't listen to it when you come back. I remember
Yeah.
playing, I produced a tune, I produced like a kind of like an Afro tech kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I produce a lot as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the things people don't expect about me.
Yes,
I love,
yes.
My favorite genre of music is electronic music. I love techno. I
Yes.
love Afro tech. I love progressive house.
But you're a
music.
DJ as well.
Yeah, I do so. And I had the song on my USB, and then all of a sudden I played it at Music Kitchen. And I was like, wait, did I make this? Like, did I actually? I got up from behind the decks and I went to stand in the crowd just so I could like appreciate a little bit of it through that Music Kitchen sound. You
And
know what I
be-
mean?
and
Like,
Be with the people dancing to it. That is
like,
amazing.
It's crazy.
I
Yeah.
when I made this new version of Coming Down, I thought, okay, I'm gonna get like a weird little Chili Peppers influence. In the one part, I just put like this little flute piece behind. It's very soft.
Yes.
And now whenever I hear it, like it hits me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I remember the flute.
Yeah, it's like
But you don't hear it in the way that like I wanted this. I'm gonna put it there. Let's test it. When you listen, like after 6 months, you listen to it, and it takes you on that wave.
Yeah.
Because you kind of forget that you did it yourself.
Yes.
And that's the best feeling, especially when you can see the quality in what you've done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But look, both of you can play a number of different instruments, and it helps. I mean, Tiago, you're incredible. And I think you play. How many instruments do you actually play? Like it's tuba as well.
He plays all
Tuba
of
is
them.
my first instrument. Yeah.
I think Gary wanted to know.
We should have got him on then. Yes.
Oh, that's
Gary liked that one.
Oh, man.
What was it? There was a question that Gary sent me. Gary sent me about the tuba. What was it? It was if Tiago was. I mean, you know what it is to play a tuba.
Yeah.
But if you were the tuba and somebody was playing you, how would it make you feel?
Not great. Not great. No.
What?
No, not great.
Hang on, let's think about this.
No. So I mean, you play tuba, you play brass. So
I play all the brass instruments.
all the brass instruments,
Yeah.
including sax and.
I used to play sax. I don't play so much sax anymore. I'm not so great. But piano, I play drums, I play bass, I play upright.
Yeah, upright bass.
As well. I played a lot of classical upright.
Okay.
Did a lot of work there.
And then does that mean that you play, if you play,
play both.
violin as well and that sort of thing too?
I tried violin. Yeah, I was horrible at violin.
Oh, really?
I got very irritated with violin because I got massive fingers, and like on the
Okay,
violin,
yeah.
if you move like a nanometer,
Really, yeah.
Actually, violin to me is a very specialist instrument. If you're good at violin, you got to be very good at violin.
you got to be very good. Yeah, it's one of those instruments. It's like the trumpet. It's the most annoying thing when you start playing it. Like but once you really good at it, it's like one of the most beautiful sounds.
Isn't it like an opposite to bass?
Yeah,
Because you start bass,
and you think you're amazing.
Yeah. You start bass and you think this is really piss. This is really easy. It's the 4 strings and it's a couple boom boom boom.
You know they always say
And
that
then,
the bassist
wow.
is that's the Kallis of the guitar.
Yeah. but then you
It's
realize.
actually true because I'm such a cocky
Oh, we never spoken about you. That's very funny.
But you know,
I bet you not though. I bet you not.
No, but
Horrible
listen,
guitar player.
I mean, when you actually look at a proper bass player and how they play, you realize that you're looking through a keyhole. What does Kevin Matthijs got to say? You know what this is? I was meant to playing tuba.
Oh man! Oh, that's so good.
We're not talking about tuba, man. We're not talking about that.
I noticed he didn't use the H,
Yes, he didn't use the H in tuba. Yeah.
which means
Okay, your worst travel experience, Tiago.
Worst travel experience. My worst travel experience was I went up to Potch to go play with the National Youth Orchestra a couple of years ago. Yeah, I had to travel in a car. We had to get it. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 guys and my tuba. Now you must understand, at the time I was playing a tuba that was bigger than me. So at the same time, yeah, but you're sitting with 4 like super great. The guys were sitting with super great musicians. We ended up singing like symphonies in 4-part harmony all the way, so it was great.
Okay, love it.
But it was the worst drive
really?
of my life. You sit there like all cramped, and
with
that
the
for
tuba.
me was the worst. That was even worse than like bus ride to
touring
Durban.
driving is no fun.
Right?
No,
and
not
to
at all.
Durban, a bus to Durban. I don't know if any of you have ever taken a bus to Durban.
Oh,
That
that's terrible.
sounds
It's like
excruciating.
25 hours.
Something like that,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Because
probably
the bus
also
stops
up there.
everywhere and it's like
Just like any
the
reason to
Transky.
stop, they'll stop.
bad, so bad. Okay, so when you're not working, Wayne, how do you spend your time?
See, I put that on the list because
Drinking.
the most no.
Not.
Jeez, stop really. So my thing is this, okay? I'm the kind of person who actually needs to create some sort of semblance of normality and what's the word? Routine.
Yeah, okay. Routine.
But I've never learned how to do it. I've never learned how to do it. So when I'm not working, I spend my day doing whatever pops into my head first.
Hectic. Yes. That actually sounds.
That's okay.
That sounds terrifying but fun at the same time.
Always feel so relaxed after listening to Wayne. Thanks, Stripes.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, my word.
Yeah, your sarcasm is noted.
He's such a wordsmith. He is. Okay, Tiago, the hardest that you've ever worked.
Hardest I ever worked was probably at university,
Really?
when I was studying. That was probably the hardest I ever worked. Because I was working 2 teaching jobs. I was studying and I was still practicing between like 8 and 12 hours a day. And I was working in studio. So like I
Taught you some good lessons, huh?
Yeah, like I literally for like 4 years slept like a maximum of 3 hours a night.
You're not a millennial then, obviously. You're just a pre-millennial.
I've got now. My mother's one of the most. She's probably the most hardworking
Pora.
person I've ever met. Yeah,
Proper.
So
What you doing, Tiago? Come on, please. The market. Why you not wearing your vest?
You know,
why you never come to the club?
You know. Hey man, yeah. But I probably got that work ethic from her.
Varsity.
Yeah.
Okay, Wayne, what social situations do you dread?
All of them.
All social situations.
Every single one.
You're not a social. But you love you love people,
Can
and you.
Can you leave me alone for a bit?
Are you socialite? You are social.
No, I'm what they call an introverted extrovert.
Oh right.
Like I'm okay to sit in the corner.
You're right with that.
Yeah, but like in the right time, I'm out there as well. But most of the time, I'm like.
You tend to. I know the Wayne's thing is he tends to speak before thinking. He'll think of a whippersnapper response to something, and he doesn't consider the consequence. It's straight out there. It's just like it's out there, and then you sort of think, oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
So many times.
But generally, it's pretty good. I got to say.
Well,
Part of your humor is that you.
Yeah, but you know, it's that shock factor. It's good.
Yeah, shock factor. The biggest learning experience you've ever had, Tiago?
Biggest learning experience. It's more like something someone said that hit me so hard that I use it in everyday life. I was taking lessons with a bass trombonist from Amsterdam, and he always said, "Whatever you do, everything you do in life, always deliver."
Yeah. Okay.
That for me was like that hit. That's something I apply to everything. Everything I
Do
do,
your
I always
best.
try my best to always deliver. Doesn't matter
Someone
what
told me
the
that as well, and he was
circumstances.
the best Uber Eats driver I ever met.
Uber Eats. What's Gary saying there? No, Uber Eats.
Always deliver.
Always deliver.
You're gonna do it.
Gary and Wayne are thinking of the same joke as they go.
If we already weren't rock stars before, being a musician is like being an Uber driver. You always have to deliver.
Okay, the most bogus rumor that's ever been spoken about.
This one's easy. It was 2009, and someone mailed Center Stage, and the office sent it to me, and they said, "I can't believe Wayne Kallis is dead." What? Yeah, someone, I can't remember. Like they said, apparently I died in a car accident on the way to Jeffries,
Oh my word!
but I was in East London.
So it was your death.
Yeah. The most bogus rumor I ever heard was that I've shuffled off this mortal coil. I'm an ex-Wayne.
Well, we will have to do that one again on Facebook. We'll just say R.I.P.
Yeah. I've gone to join the choir immortal.
Gary's just pointed out that your WhatsApp status says, "Thanks for not phoning me."
Because I don't want to talk to anybody ever.
Thanks for not phoning me.
Thanks for sending me a message and not phoning me.
Oh, man. Okay, Tiago, how is your life different from what you would have imagined early on?
Early on.
Wow.
Like I would have imagined, I had a set like
Path.
yeah,
Really?
to become like,
Priest.
That was, you know what? Actually, there was a time I considered that. There was a time I considered that.
Catholic.
Yeah,
Of course,
I
'cause
grew up
you're
Catholic.
Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to play. We used to swap out at Martyr Day.
Yeah, we used to go to the same. Yeah, we used to go to the same church.
Yeah, so to la mesa.
Yeah.
To the mass. We
Yeah, we
got
got-
to the Italian mass. We got to he played
Exactly.
the one time and I
Yeah.
played another
The time,
time.
exactly, yeah. We used to swap out. It was great fun. But yeah, there was just like there was a path that I had,
Okay, yeah.
and it's like not anywhere near.
Really? Yeah.
I'm completely happy with my life.
Are you a goal setter? Not.
Yes, very
Do
much
you?
so. Very much
So you
so.
set goals for your musos?
I set like completely. I believe in setting completely unrealistic goals.
Really?
Yes, because the thing is that you try so hard to get to them that
Yeah.
by the time you realize where you're at, it's
Yeah.
way past everyone else's goals or where you
Yeah, okay.
actually thought you would be at.
So you set extra goal, extra.
Yeah, you set like completely unrealistic goals.
That's
Try and reach
very
that.
wise. I like
That's
that.
I like it as well.
You end up further than what you actually
I like
expect.
that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
Have you got any advice or motto? So any piece of advice or motto?
It's on my own.
What does it
No
say?
matter how cold the winter, there's a springtime ahead.
No matter how cold the winter.
It's a pilgrim route. No matter how
Yeah.
cold the winter, there's a springtime ahead.
Okay.
Life sucks sometimes, my
Well,
boy.
you're lucky you tattooed that before COVID.
Wow, look where we are now. Springtime.
Exactly, springtime again. And it's great. It's been fantastic. If there ever a night when things went completely wrong in the center stage band, so many come
I think almost like every single time we just hide
almost every time, in fact. But I mean, you nearly broke your shins in East London.
I told her about that today.
Jeez,
I ran full speed into a drum, like a riser that I couldn't see.
I'll never forget
I still have a dent in my leg.
But your microphone flew out of his hand. Also, because he's busy spinning his mic in his hand, he runs into the thing. His mic flies out of his hand and goes underneath the stage. So he literally, in front of 600 people, had to go and crawl under the stage and fetch his microphone before he started.
And this, by the way, is just one example.
That's just one example.
There's lots of them.
I fell off my drum stool. Your drum stool's got three legs, all right? It's not like Raymond Ackerman 4 legs with the table. It's got three legs, okay? So the first 2 legs are in front and the back leg disappeared. Something broke, and so I fell backwards. And when you fall backwards, your legs go up. So I can't stop yourself. I literally was falling into the curtain at the back of the stage, trying to get myself up again. I couldn't reach the drums, so the drums just stopped for those like 5 bars.
I remember the one time we were doing the Elvis show, and you were doing Burning Love, and I was on, like, the drums were on that little tower, remember?
Yes,
and I ran down, and they had what they call stage blacks, is that fabric.
Yes.
And I couldn't see it, and I was running back to my it was the guild
station.
I was running back to my station, and I stepped on the fabric, and my foot just slid out from under me, and I went down. I went, and I fell hard, and I stumbled back to my station, and the whole theater was silent. Like, because I hit the stage so hard, I just went, ow.
Yeah, it's so sore, you can't stop.
Yes,
you can't stop. Oh, my word. Okay, so last 2 questions each. Your favorite age growing up? Like, you've only hit 27, you still got the best years ahead of you, but so far.
Between the ages of like 7 and 10.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good, eh?
I had a fantastic childhood.
This reminds me of Breeder when he goes, what's your favorite note? Stop it. If you were a note, that one right there.
That one. Yeah. Like I had
7 to 10.
Yeah, I had a fantastic, like, obviously for that time was when I can remember still, like,
yeah.
Like I had a fantastic
childhood is an amazing time.
Like I really had a great childhood, yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
45
still coming.
Old enough to understand and young enough to still feel the magic.
Yes, exactly.
You guys have still got 45 to come. 45 is my best time is to be alive. It's 45.
Yeah, but the 80s were fun.
No, that was the 2000 and something. But honestly, I think at 45 you're at your I don't know what you guys think. Best age to be, I think it's 45.
I think the best age to be is alive.
Yeah, right. Would you pursue the same career?
Didn't we do that?
We did do that. most physically painful thing you've ever had?
Broken my arm.
Broken your arm.
Really? And it's not even a cool story. I was body surfing a wave, and then all of a sudden, all the water below me disappeared.
Yes. Sand.
And I hit the ground.
Oh, cool.
And I got up and I couldn't move my arm.
Oh.
And everyone was like, "Jess, how do you break your arm?" And I was like, "I got into
a fight."
It was a hell of a fight. Like, I didn't even have a cool story, and it was so sore.
I'm sure. Career highlights. You said playing with that band.
Well, the coolest thing I ever did in my career was I got to play with the Zurich Chamber Orchestra. It's the best chamber orchestra in the world. And I got to tour with at the same time, got to tour with Sir James Galway, who played all the flute solos on Lord of the Rings.
Wow.
And he's rated the best flute player to ever live. I got to play with both of those, like with that orchestra and that soloist at exactly the same time.
Jeez, that is so weird.
Yeah. Wow.
And I only found out who he was. I was sitting in a car with him.
Because like it's these guys that we don't. It's like you're in the classical realm.
Yeah, and it's people you've all heard play, but you have no idea. Yes,
love it.
Like every movie you've watched, like there's probably a player from there.
The Trevor Rabin of that stuff. Okay, excellent. That's brilliant. I love that. An experience that you would describe as an adventure.
Well, I've spoken about it. Is that your mic drop?
No, that's my mic drop. Final question.
Okay, so what it is I always wanted to watch Pearl Jam. I've spoken about this, and then someone phoned me and said, "Look, we got a ticket in London," and I went, "Yeah, let me do that." and I organized accommodation. I organized plane tickets. and I pissed off to London for a week and got lost for most of it. And I watched my favorite band, and I watched another one of my favorite bands, and I just like I had no plan for any of it ever. I just had an adventure.
Lovely.
What is your career highlight actually?
You know, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. There's been so many. My 30th birthday was playing on a stage in Holland in front of 5,000, 6,000 screaming people at a festival that we were really at that moment with Eminent Child. We were one of the headlining bands. It was my 30th birthday, 19th of August 2000. And it was the millennium. I don't know if you can get better than that. They're all saying happy birthday to me. The entire crowd.
Was that on video, or did you tell me about that?
I told you about. I've got a photo. I've got a photo.
I've heard this story a bunch of times.
I've got a photo. I think the videos would have been too grainy at that time.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But I think that was just amazing. But we have these little moments every single time, and this particular show that we're doing now, this Songs That Rocked Our World, has been amazing for me. It's a dream come true to have two drummers on stage, to have full audiences after such a long drought. Guys, I can't tell you.
All it is, it's an expression of joy.
Yeah.
Every single moment of it is an expression of joy.
It is. It's amazing. Proudest moments as well. You know, playing with the center stage band has been amazing over so many years. If you to put all those things together in a cumulative way, it's really is the proudest moment over that time.
That's the thing. You don't rate your moments. You just enjoy the moment.
Enjoy it, and there's possibly still to come. You know, I think there's the moments are still to come as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So
cheers to that.
Cheers to guys. Thank you guys for coming on the show. It's been